Cartoons.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
This is Mix Up with Chernobyl. What's up, guys? And today we are gonna take a look at the 10 most stressful moments in Zelda games. Ooh, am I dressing up as the Mickey Mouse Club? So, that's a yes or something. Good. So, anyways, let's enjoy the video, shall we? Fine.
Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we are looking at the tensest, most stress-inducing moments in The Legend of Zelda. But before we dive into it, we publish new content all week long.
Ooh!
So be sure to
I am
subscribe
Toon
and ring the bell to get
Link,
notified
and
about
I'm
our
from The
latest
Legend of Zelda.
being spotted by a redead.
Ooh, you see the redead, it's really scary. Like all this time.
This one
This
was
is
downright
so
classic, one
go
that longtime
wrong.
fans can absolutely relate to.
You try to
Introduced
skip
in
that
Ocarina
on
of
that
Redeads
time,
are
huh?
essentially zombies with the very aggravating ability to freeze Link in place with their horrifying shriek. For a few moments, there's nothing you can do but watch as they slowly lumber towards you. And should they reach you before Link snaps out of it, they'll grab hold and start chomping on his head. The scariest version of Redeads, surprisingly, is found in the Wind Waker.
Oh my goodness,
Gigantic
it's
head
redead.
and glowing red eyes.
Still want to
But
still
no
get the
matter what
fights
game
all
you're
about.
playing, not being able to move or react as the risk of damage creeps your way is bound to stress you out.
What? Tough guy on that, huh?
By Phantoms. The Legend
Much
of
like
Zelda,
Danny
Phantom
Phantom
Hourglass,
to
and
me.
Spirit Tracks.
Who goes there?
There are many reasons most of us don't enjoy the Temple of the Ocean King from Phantom Hourglass. The Phantoms play a big part in that. These enemies are immune to most types
My
of
goodness,
damage and can
that's
knock
still
Link
waiting
out
until
in a single
Halloween.
hit,
But
making
that's
you
gonna
start
be
a
the
room over.
undead
There are
one.
certain safe spots where they can't attack Link, so every time
Still
one
much
spots
gonna
you
be
and
a
gives
moron
chase,
this
you have
time.
to run for your dear life, which is naturally stressful.
I'll keep your eye on that. It really burns me up.
Worse, if they hit you, they steal some of your precious time from the hourglass, which is keeping you alive while you're inside. Thankfully, there is no hourglass mechanic in Spirit Tracks. Still, getting chased by a phantom with no way to defend yourself is harrowing.
I have you now.
The Escort Mission. The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess.
Still riding on a horse? Whatever plays in on that.
After Link reconnects with a temporarily amnesiac Ilya and meets Resistance leader Telma, he volunteers to escort them and a sick Zora prince to Kakariko Village. Now, escort missions have come a long way in video games, but this is one of the worst parts of Twilight Princess, due to how aggravating it can be. Because, of course, it isn't
The Legend of Zelda came from the 80s. Until now, let's shoot in good taste.
The King Bulbin mini-boss fight isn't too bad, but afterwards, their wagon is swarmed by an endless supply of fire arrow shooting enemies and Kargaroks, massive birds that can be hard to lock onto. It's a pretty lengthy ride, and Link must use the Gale Boomerang to put out fires on the wagon, which does have a health bar. If the wagon is attacked at specific spots, it will go off the set path.
Go run away! Go! Be free now!
Putting you at greater risk of failing.
You never tried to escape with that, huh? Tough decision.
Running out of time. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
This isn't one epic finale this time.
One of the more intimidating aspects of Majora's Mask is its 3-day time loop. Normally, I'd say it isn't that bad. You gain the ability to slow down time
made a blitz
on,
about
and
this.
So long as you take certain precautions, like only starting dungeons at the beginning of a loop, you'll probably be safe from running out of time and losing progress. However, I've also played this game dozens of times, and I can still remember what it was like being in a dungeon or in the middle of a quest as the clock ticked down on the final day. And
Well,
the
that's
tension
the
set in
end
as I
of
was
the
lost on what to
situation on
do.
this.
While restarting the loop means you keep certain marks of progression, like items, you have to re-navigate certain areas if you don't complete your task. It's better than the alternative, though. If the moon crashes down, all of your progress on that loop is erased, even items.
Wow, now that's a big explosion. You get this straight. The big explosion.
Your first Guardian Stalker. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Although they were shown,
Am I gonna retreat
there's
others
nothing
like that?
quite like coming across your
Don't
first
wanna burns
Guardian
me up on
Stalker
this.
in Breath of the Wild. Hell, make that your first several, because it takes a while before Link has the materials necessary to defeat them. These laser-shooting spider tanks are absolute powerhouses, able to deplete your health immediately. And because they're so fast, they have no issue chasing you across the landscape before delivering a humiliating game over.
Man, talk about this evolution once and for days for this.
Naturally, they're accompanied by some of the most stressful music in the series as well. And God forbid you come across a pair of them early on. You may as well just warp to safety then and there.
Spill for the bones!
The Gloom Spawn. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. While the Guardian Stalkers were shown in the trailers, these groups of nightmarish hands in Tears of the Kingdom were not. We all shared the same
very
oh dear
epic.
God feeling during our
Still
first
grabbing
encounter
your
with
hands
them,
on
watching them
this.
swiftly glide across the ground towards
That's
us before
definitely
grabbing
the
hold of Link
weirdest.
and sucking the life from him. Once they have hold of you, it's incredibly hard to break free, and as you watch Link's health disappear, it's hard not to get stressed. Just like the Guardians, once we knew how to deal with the Gloom Spawn, they weren't so bad. Still, I'm sure we were all discouraged to learn after killing them for the first time that they spawn a Phantom Ganon, a a nasty little surprise and source for more stress. Sakan's Hideout, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask.
Wow, talk about stressing out on this. That's why
Anju and
have a
Cafe's
perfect
side
day
quest
on
is one of
this.
the most rewarding in the entire series. But it can also make you incredibly anxious since, due to the aforementioned time loop, if you miss an important moment, you have to start the whole thing over. This reaches peak tension during one of its final moments, when Link must help Cafe navigate the hideout of the thief Sakan. This happens late on the third day, so there's already some stress there. Cafe's mask is placed on a conveyor belt leading to a
stressed
hole,
out.
and the duo works through different
But
rooms to
that's
reach the
really
end
gotta
before it
barf
falls.
out of my
Where Link
mind.
faces enemies, Cafe pushes blocks onto switches to open doors.
Still understand
However,
like
yellow
on this.
switches slow down the conveyor belt, and red ones speed it up. Obviously, this place is built to stress you out, and failing means Cafe is trapped and the quest line is doomed.
We locked in.
Of course, you can always save right before going in and restart the game. But let me tell you folks, little Johnny didn't think about that, and it was a horrible sense of failure to experience as a kid. The Trial of the Sword. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
The final trials.
There have been several combat trials across the series, but none of them have been as challenging or stressful as the Trial of the Sword.
How's having
Added
a
in
good
Breath of the Wild's
challenging in
DLC,
here?
It tasks you with
Come on,
making it
Shaggy,
through
like
3
this
groups
one?
of combat encounters, each ranging in difficulty and number of rooms. The only thing is, Link only has access to his Sheikah Slate and however many hearts you've gained. No champion abilities, no armor, no food, and no weapons, though you will collect things as you go. The beginning trials aren't too bad, but every player will reach a point where it becomes too much for them to handle. And once you die, you'll have to start whatever set of trials you're on over. The threat of imminent defeat is your collected supplies.
That's one needs a good
is
collection on
agonizing,
that.
to say the least.
Man, this takes a lot of weeks about this.
Getting a game over. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
That's gotta be
No
thrown
one
back.
ever wants to get a game over in any game, and as that threat looms closer, it's bound to cause you a bit of stress. However, in Zelda 2, losing your health and all of your lives is utterly demoralizing. Doing so restarts Link at the North Castle. Depending on where you were, this can make backtracking across a famously hard game even more of a chore.
Even the worst, it never does about that.
The exception is if you get
Well,
a game over in
I
the
know
final
Ganon's
level,
supposed to be
the
a
Great
pig,
Palace, which just
like
places you
Monster,
at its
but-
entrance. However, the bigger issue is that it also resets your experience bar to 0, forcing you to refill it.
Still
So,
realistic
being
of
surrounded
that.
by enemies on your last life obviously causes some emotional
Still gotta
strain.
get a life on
It's
that.
even worse in the Japanese version, which lowers 2 of Link's 3 stats to the level of his lowest one. Ugh. The Silent Realms. The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword.
Master Link.
There's something special about the stress caused by the Silent Realms in Skyward Sword.
I know, Fee.
And by special,
One of the
I
legs
mean
here by that.
absolutely hellish.
You see by
There
the
are 4 of
spotlights
these
on
in
that.
the game, each of which takes away all of Link's items. He must collect
That's gotta be
15
good
sacred
action on
tears
this.
scattered around each area, before he's allowed to leave. But if he's spotted by a watcher's lantern, dips even a toe into breaking water, or
Oh
runs
my
out of
God,
time
I'm
between
so
collecting
nervous.
another tier, the realm's guardians
You giving
await.
me the creeps.
These will hunt Link down as you scramble to find another tier to put them back to sleep. But if they hit you before you do, the whole thing starts over. Everyone who has played Skyward Sword has been scarred by the Silent Realms. They more than serve their purpose, though. There's nothing more anxiety-inducing than being chased by these behemoths as you desperately search for salvation.
Don't get caught. It's getting closer.
Is there a stressful Zelda moment we left off that made your heart rate skyrocket? Well, take a deep breath and let us know about it in the comments.
Well, that's it. So, see you tomorrow with Toon Link and Oopsie Bear.
Well, that's all folks. Good night. Thanks for watching.